Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. It is the Dixie Flyers in the pit taking on the Pineview Panthers. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast here this Friday evening. Caden Formaster with you on the broadcast, and Casey Winters alongside me. Casey, we ready for some good high school basketball this Friday night?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, this is as the preseason wrapped up and we look forward to the region schedule, this was definitely one that we knew was going to be a good one, and we expect it to be. You know, Dixie's doing their thing, which we expected. Pineview has got off to a great start, and so this is an early region matchup that is going to be vital, not only in the RPI, but also in the race for a region championship. So definitely expect a good matchup here tonight in the pit.
Absolutely. Both these two teams in the RPI rankings right next to each other at the 3 and 4 spot. And Dixie coming off of a loss, Pineview coming off of a win. Dixie's lost, though, to one of the top-ranked teams in not just the state, but in the nation. Really solid game against Wasatch Academy. As why not? You know, it's a Tuesday. You got to buy that Wednesday. Go get a game in against a really solid team. And they played them well. Again, they're coming off of a loss there, but it's one of those losses you don't feel too bad about.
Yeah, no, I was able to watch that game, you know, online, and you know, Dixie played well, like you said, against some a roster full of D1 commits. Played really well. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it out. But I think in Coach Roberts' mind, it was better to go and play that game instead of just getting another practice in. So, you know, they kind of stuck true to 2 games a week, and you know, you're not having some of that rust that comes from a bye week.
Inside of our Boulevard Home Game of the Week, we thank you for joining us on the broadcast tonight. We want to thank, of course, some of our great local sponsors and partners. Of course, Boulevard Home being our title sponsor for tonight, making your house a home for 50 years here in Southern Utah. We also want to thank those that bring you the pregame show here this evening. Findlay Subaru, go check out their all-star lineup on the savings side of the freeway. And check out all the great deals at FindlaySubaru.com. Fabulous Freddy's, voted best of Southern Utah for car wash, soda, cookies, sandwiches. They've got 2 great locations on River Road and Bluff Street. You can make it a fabulous day at Fabulous Freddy's. And Buck's Ace Hardware. Buck's, they have the best selection for guns, ammo, barbecues, lawn garden. Think Bucks with their 3 Southern Utah locations. Now again, here inside of the Boulevard Home Game of the Week, getting ready for Dixie and for Pineview. We talked a little bit about Dixie. Again, Pineview coming off of a great game against Snow Canyon on Wednesday night. That one going down to the wire. One final heave from half court was no good from Snow Canyon. Pineview walks away with the win.
Yeah, Pineview's been playing very, very good basketball. They are formidable on the defensive end. I mean, they grind out possessions. You know, they rebound the ball well. They take charges. Very hard for teams to score on the Panthers. And then offensively, you know, you have 2 guys that are scoring the ball at a high level. Nash Schroeder right now is scoring it better than anybody, not only in 4A or Region 9, but also in the state. And then alongside of him is Griffin Shepard, who at any night can have an amazing night all by himself. So, you know, going to be interesting to see what the Flyers do with Griffin and Nash. Going to be interesting to see what Pineview tries to do with Jordan Roberts and Brecken Robinson and Kyle Lemke and Logan Whitehour to try to slow them down. So, you know, I think Dixie's going to try to send a message and be like, hey, yeah, we're right next to each other in the RPI. But they're going to try to come out and send a message, you know, and impose their will tonight. And if you're Pineview, I think they're ready to show people that they should be taken seriously, right? That they're right there at the top, you know, 4 or 5 teams in the state that are going to be battling for a state championship the last week in February.
Now with that, as we are getting ready to go with the game here tonight, we're going to step aside for a bit, take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, it's the Team D Auto Keys to the Game. Stick around with us. We'll be back right after this break.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Back at it here in the pit for the Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Casey, let's dive right on into our Team D Auto keys to the game. Team D Auto Sales, find them online at teamdautosales.com or on 488 East St. George Boulevard. Let's talk about it. Keys to the game.
Yeah, for Dixie, we talked about it just before the break. They got to find out a way to limit Nash and Griffin. Those are the true leading scorers, probably close to 40, 45 points a game for the Panthers. They also got to play through Kyle Lemke. He's going to have the size advantage. He's going to have the ability to use his strength. You know, Trevor Condy's a good defender for Pineview. He's really good at blocking shots, but Kyle's going to have his ability, you know, to get easy buckets, run in transition, and that leads into the next one. Dixie is going to want to run, not let Pineview press, not let Pineview get their defense set up, and try to get as many of those early transition offense opportunities as they can. And for Pineview, right, you got to try to stop Kyle Lemke. Are you going to double him? Are you going to front him? What are you going to do? Dixie's notorious for going on runs, right? 8-0 runs, 10-0 runs, 15-4 runs, whatever it may be. Pineview's got to limit those runs by getting good defensive stops in multiple possessions, consecutive possessions, and then convert those defensive stops into offense and quality offense, which is the third point, right? We don't want to force shots. We don't want to take contested shots. We want to move the ball, use the clock if we need to, and get a good opportunity that doesn't allow Dixie to get out and run on a turnover or a long rebound.
And that is your Team D Auto Sales keys to the game. Check out Team D Auto Sales, teamdautosales.com. And again, Casey, this is going to be one of those matchups that everyone's looking forward to. I mean, you could see it tonight just by the amount of people that showed up here. We have ourselves quite the crowd here. I know the camera maybe doesn't quite show up in those stands very well right at the moment, but you'll see it once all those students stand up. I will say this, when it comes to broadcasting at Pineview, the one thing that I say is very difficult. We don't get a good camera angle because the student section, just everyone's standing, everyone's hyped. Yeah. You might not be able to see the whole quarter of the court on this side, but you know what? It's all part of the atmosphere and the fun.
Yeah, and as an opposing coach, you know, when I was at Crimson, we hated playing at Pineview. Just it's loud, right? I always thought the rims were a little bit hard. The gym, you know, you kind of feel like you're in a box here, but it gets loud. There's lots of energy, and I expect that tonight. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Lots of Dixie fans, lots of Pineview fans, and there's some emotion to this game. You can feel it, right? You know, I'm not even playing, and I can feel kind of the tension in the gym. You know, Pineview wants this game really bad. This would be a statement win for them. And Dixie, you know, they have bigger goals in mind, and I think they see this as kind of their first test in this region schedule, coming on the road over here to the pit to try to knock off the Panthers.
And we'll see if that's what they can pull off here tonight. And they'll definitely be the favorites in this game. I know they're on the road, but Dixie still comes into this one as a favorite, just with how solid of a team they are, with how many guys they have returning from last year. They're just that team. They're that level.
I agree.
But Pineview has shown that they've had success. You know, they can really bring it to any team that crosses their path, and I feel like they always just step up to the occasion no matter what.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens between these two teams here this evening, as both teams are getting ready to get ready for this national anthem in the starting lineup. So coming up in a little bit, we'll be taking a break for the national anthem and getting into the House of Jump starting lineups. But again, just want to reiterate how exciting this atmosphere is. Region 9 basketball, there's nothing like it. The atmosphere in this gym tonight already electric, and we haven't even had our tip-off yet. Pretty phenomenal. With our Boulevard Home Game of the Week about to get underway, we're going to step aside, and we will take a break with the national anthem coming up. More on the other side here on the Fan Sports Network.
What's up, sports fans? It's Blair Fry with the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate. Let's be honest. You know what's addicting? Football. You know what else is addicting? Looking for homes or investment properties. Let the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate coach you through your real estate addictions.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Red Ledge's Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledge's Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Back at it here in the pit. Pineview Panthers get ready to host the Dixie Flyers. And right now, it is time for your House of Jump starting lineup. Let's get on into it with Dixie, their starters, and wearing the black jerseys tonight, Casey. I kind of like the alternate jerseys, wearing the black and the blues. It's a little different look.
Yeah, they're
Kinda
pretty
nice.
clean, though. I like those.
It's pretty good. I like them a lot. So let's get on into it. Number 3, Damon Myers. Number 10, Jordan Roberts. Number 12, Kyle Lemke. Number 14, Logan Whitehour. Number 2, number 22, I should say, Brecken Robinson are your starters for Dixie. Let's get through Pineview's so then we can enjoy the starting lineup afterwards with the light and laser show. Pineview starting lineup: number 3, Adam Moore; number 13, Nash Schroeder; number 15, Caleb Schmidt; number 20, Griffin Shepard; and number 35, Trevor Condi. That's your starting lineup for the Pineview Panthers. And again, as they get into the starting lineup, it's always a little bit of a show. It's a little fun as they turn off the lights, they go spotlights.
Yeah, it's always fun to see what the different schools do. Everyone's kind of got their own little thing that they do, and I think they're all trying to one-up each other, but definitely helps increase the energy and the electricity in the gymnasium tonight.
And they're getting on into it right now. Again, the lights. No lasers tonight. They have the lasers in the past. I'm not seeing the lasers tonight, but we'll take the lights. And student body here tonight, dressed in their neons. And as we say, a full house, a packed house. The opposite side across from us, as you can kind of see on the screen through the darkness there, absolutely packed.
Yeah, and a lot of blue. I can see. I mean, obviously the Pineview student section is a little bit bigger than the Dixie, but I think there's going to be plenty of noise and plenty of energy and encouragement for both teams here tonight.
And this is one of those games that has been highly anticipated, as again, both of these teams, number 1 and number 2 here in Region 9, as the number 1 team on the road, but Pineview looking to hold them off and come home with the win.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be huge, for the Pineview Panthers to get off to a good start at home here tonight. The last thing you want to do against any team, but especially a team like Dixie, is dig yourself a hole early. So I think these first 4 minutes, kind of let the nerves settle, and let's do a good job of, running good offense, playing good defense, and just going blow to blow here to start the game.
And we are about underway here. Tip-off coming shortly. And tip is underway, goes into the hands of the Flyers.
And this is a matchup that's going to be good between Kyle Lemke and Trevor Condi. Kyle gets that first bucket, but of all the guys in Region 9, Trevor has the length, to contest some shots by Kyle. It's just going to be a matter of not letting him get to his spots, and Kyle got that first one right there.
Ball on the opposite side now. Up top of it is Condi. Condi back over to the opposite side to Shepard. Shepard, he'll take the 3, and he drops it.
Yeah, Griffin shot the ball really well. I know he shot it well on Wednesday. That's a good start for Griff.
On the drive is Roberts, dumps it off to Lemke. He pushes up, no good off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, goes back up with it, still no good, and rebound goes to Adam Moore, and here come the Panthers.
Yeah, 2 bunnies right there for Kyle that normally he'll make, and expect him to as the game goes on.
Schmidt takes the ball back up top to Schroeder. 3-2 ball game to start things off early.
Yeah, and there's a couple matchups here. Damon Myers is notorious for being one of the better defenders in Region 9. He's guarding Nash Schroeder, and then Logan Whitehour is guarding Griff, who is also a great defender and rebounder. So it's going to be interesting to see how these matchups play out.
And it's good. The shot from Nash, making it 5-2. Whistle is blown and foul called.
Yeah, and Adam Moore, and he's tasked with guarding arguably one of the best point guards in the state in Jordan Roberts. So going to be a huge test for Adam, and he's athletic enough to give Jordan some problems tonight.
Ball up top, 3, no good from Robinson for the Panthers. Over into the corner is Moore, looking down low to Condi, he gets it, back up to Moore. Wasn't able to hold on to it cleanly, they have to reset. And Schmidt takes it on the left side, goes back up top, Condi, he'll take the 3, the big man 3, no good. Ball goes out of the hands of Shepard, into the hands of Schroeder, back to Shepard, and he gets the 3 to go.
Great start for Griffin. Good job on the offensive glass right there. Caleb Schmidt made a great decision. One more extra pass to Griff right there for the 3.
On the drive and the kick out. Logan Whitehour goes up with it, no good. Rebounded Lemke, he's fouled, and he'll get a chance from the line.
Yeah, and Dixie's having to work awfully hard right now. Missed a few opportunities at the rim. Maybe just needed to go a little bit stronger. But good job right there by Kyle. Keep that ball alive and get to the free throw line.
First one is good from Lemke. He's got all the points so far for Dixie here to start the game.
Yeah, and a much improved free throw shooter. I mean, Kyle steps to that line with confidence, and it's always good to get that first one to go down.
And the second is good as well. 8-4 now, Pineview with the early lead. And here comes Adam Moore bringing the ball up for the Panthers. He hands off to Shepard. Shepard bringing it up top over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Schroeder, who drives on the baseline and gets it to go for 2.
Yeah, Pineview's off to as good a start as you could hope if I'm coaching Miko on the offensive end.
And no good from 3. Schroeder on the drive, he slows it back down and brings it back out. Goes back inside, the ball stolen away. Robinson over to Whitehour.
Yeah, and that's where Nash has been. I mean, you look at it, he's averaging about 25 points a game, and he's doing a little bit of everything. He's getting to the rim like we just saw. He's hitting those pull-up jumpers, shooting it well from the three-point line. So definitely a tough task to guard Nash Schroeder.
We'll reach in and foul there against Dixie. And the Panthers will take the ball out on the baseline. 10-4, Panthers lead with 4:39 left in the first quarter. Moore takes it up top. Schroeder gets a guy off his feet. He'll pull the straightaway 3. It's good. Cache Valley Bank three-pointer, the third for the Panthers.
Yeah, phenomenal job.
Oh, Roberts.
There's our house of jump dunk. Kyle Lemke, great feed from Jordan Roberts on the roll and threw it down over Trevor Condi.
A beautiful, beautiful play there by the Flyers. One that looked well rehearsed. Schmidt takes the deep 3. No good, rebounded by Roberts. Out in the pass all the way down court to Robinson. Puts on the brakes, ball off the glass, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, and that's where Dixie's so good. You don't want to see that. Great feed from Jordan Roberts.
13-8 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard.
You see, Pineview's content to get in the set that they want, run their stuff, get the action they want, not too concerned about playing fast.
Shepard will take the 3. No good, off the side of the rim, into the hands of the Flyers. And the ball stolen.
Oh.
And what was the call? No, they called a foul.
Yeah, it looked like now we were kind of blocked. It looked like he maybe got a little arm, stole the ball. Coach Amico's arguing that one pretty fiercely, but I don't know. We were kind of blocked.
I didn't get the replay of it either. We're kind of blocked in to where we couldn't see it from the student body.
There's a few hundred fans here who disagree with that one.
That is very true.
But great anticipation by Nash. I mean, that's something that you hate to see because that's his second one. And now he's going to be sidelined on the bench for at least the remainder of this first quarter. We'll see when Coach Amico decides to bring him back.
Yeah, they bring in Camden Smith and Jelani Ojegba as well. Inbound pass, and 3 is away. No good. It gets sandwiched in between the rim and the backboard by Tyson Forsey.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see here. You know, Nash hasn't had to play with foul trouble, and the Pineview Panthers aren't used to having him on the court. So, you know, I think we're going to see Griff get a little more involved here. You know, can kind of take over. You maybe get Adam Moore a little bit more involved. Jelani with a great drive right there.
Big
challenge.
Block. He stole the ball right back, though, and Kyle Lemke picks up a foul.
Yeah, and great job by Jelani to just go right back at him. He got blocked on the first attempt, picked up the loose ball, and went right back at him, not too fazed by the first block by Kyle.
And that showed the block there. And the first free throw is good.
And on the flip side, you know, we just talked about Nash Schroeder being in some foul trouble. The Dixie Flyers haven't had to play too often with Kyle Lemke in foul trouble, but he picked up that first one. You know, let's see if he can not pick up that second one here in the first half.
15-8. And missed shot by Dixie, but an offensive rebound by Jordan Roberts. He looks to go back up with it. No, he kicks out. Back down low, it is Lemke. He misses the shot, and it's rebounded by the Panthers.
Yeah, and Camden Smith, a little different than Trevor Condi, doesn't have the length, but definitely has the strength to get Kyle uncomfortable and push him off his spots.
Shepard with the spin move. Almost called him Schroeder there, but a spin move, and blocked by Kyle Lemke.
Yeah. And that's Griffin's textbook move, and I guarantee Coach Roberts and the Dixie coaching staff talked about it. So great job by Kyle not to pick up the foul there, but get the block shot.
On the inbound is Moore, gets it into Shepard. Shepard going up against Lemke. Lemke, one of the leaders in the state in block shots. And the Flyers now in possession of it. Swinging the ball around, it's Robinson on the drive inside. Takes it all the way through the baseline and kicks it right back out. Roberts now up top, picked up by Adam Moore. Roberts on the drive with the right hand. All the way to the basket, no good.
Yeah, just a little too strong on the layup there. Great job rejecting the screen and getting to the rim. Just couldn't finish.
Moore goes to kick it out, just stolen away by the Flyers. Robinson will slow it down. He'll take the three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Forsey tries to get the rebound. It says it's off.
Yeah,
I thought it was about to get real loud in here when he said that it was Dixie ball.
Yeah, the ref changed that real quick before the boos could rain down on him.
And sure enough, it is Pineview ball off the hand of Tyson Forsey. Ojegba up top, swinging it over to Shepard. Shepard to the right side, ball stolen again by the Flyers. On the fast break, Robinson slows it down, kicks out. Three on its way, no good from Myers. Rebounded by the Panthers, and Shepard in control of it.
And I think that's the difference in the game, at least through this first quarter, is how well the Panthers have shot the ball from the three-point line, and Dixie's kind of on the flip side of that. They haven't been able to connect one yet, have missed a few bunnies around the rim. So going to be interesting to see if Dixie can kind of get back to themselves offensively.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's tipped out of bounds by the Flyers, and will stay with the Panthers. 1:08 left to go here in the first. 15-8 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Moore inbounds to Shepard, gets it right back to Moore. Moore loses a handle on it, and it falls into the hands of the Flyers, quite literally. Tyson Forsey was on the ground, and it fell right into his hands.
And 3 turnovers in a row for the Pineview Panthers. Luckily for them, the Flyers have only converted on one of those, which Kyle Lemke did right there with a great baseline spin for a layup.
And with 44 seconds left, 15-10, Moore gets it into Shepard. Shepard spins, nowhere to go with it, and they call a foul down low against Forsey.
Yeah, just a little reach right there as Griffin spun around. And here comes Nash back into the game. 2 fouls. Coach Amico's feeling unlucky. Hopefully Nash doesn't pick up his third.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up 3 this early, especially here in the in the first quarter with your top scorer. Shepard to inbound. He goes all the way up top to Moore. No shot clock, 30 seconds left to go here in the first. Schmidt will slow it down, dribbling it out, up top. Schmidt goes up top with it again over to Schroeder. Schroeder with 10 seconds on the clock, picked up by Roberts, gets a pick from Condi. Triple team, has to go somewhere with it, gets it to Moore. Moore will take the three, no good. Rebounded Shepard, he goes up with it at the buzzer. He got bumped, no call. That will be the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, great first quarter. I think Pineview wanted a foul there, but Kyle looked like he stayed pretty straight up. But great first quarter there, high intensity. Expect nothing less for the next 3 quarters.
Second quarter coming up. We're going to take a quick 45-second break. More when we return here on the Fan Sports Network and your Boulevard home game of the week.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Sports Network inside the pit. Pineview leading 15-10 on the Wilkes South Lighting scoreboard.
Yeah, great first quarter there. Pineview with an amazing start to the game. Build up this 5-point lead. Going to be interesting to see what adjustments were made in the quarter.
Lemke has the ball down low. He kicks it out, swinging the ball around, back down to Lemke. Hook shot over Condi. It's tipped. Jelani Ojegba nearly tipped it in for the Flyers. It got a lucky roll for him. And now the ball goes into the hands of the Panthers.
And you see Kyle Lemke kind of patting on his chest. My bad, fellas. You know, he's had a tough time scoring at the rim. The Pineview defenders are causing some problems for him. Let's see if Kyle can settle in and kind of get back to his normal self a little bit.
Adam Moore with the ball up top, over to Schmidt. Now over to Ojegba. Into the corner. Moore takes a three, catches the rim, no good. Bounces right back out.
Good shot right there by Adam Moore. He's had a couple good looks. Expect a few of those to fall as the game goes on.
Driving in with it is Robinson. He goes over to Lemke, kicks it out to Roberts. And Roberts resets it with 17 on the shot clock. Takes it right back up top.
And one thing, you know, Kyle can't do is second guess himself, right? These Dixie Flyers are going to get him the ball in the right spot. He's got to be ready to shoot when he gets it.
Lemke down low, tries to go for the dunk. He's blocked by Moore.
There was no whistle.
There was no whistle.
There was
nothing.
I think everyone thought it was
there was either a foul or
on
something.
Kyle. They're kind of going towards the free throw line, and then one of the Pineview players picked it up and walked with it. Good catch by Brian Abbott.
And on the inbound play, it's a missed shot by Dixie, so I guess no harm, no foul there.
One of the crazier plays we've seen. Maybe a fan's got a whistle up here. I don't know.
Yeah, they all stopped playing, and I didn't hear a whistle myself, as it's a missed shot by Pineview, and now Flyers come the other way. But, I mean, maybe there was
Pineview thought they fouled him, and maybe Kyle thought he got fouled. I don't know.
Jordan Roberts on the fadeaway. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, and hobbling a little there. Maybe rolled his ankle a little bit on that quick stop.
Check it out on the replay. Maybe we might get it. Roberts, on the step back. Yeah, a little
tweak to the ankle.
Little tweak, maybe on that spin. Schmidt, he'll take the three, and it's good.
Good shot by Caleb.
Valley Bank three-pointer.
And Caleb Schmidt, someone that maybe not a lot of people knew about coming into the season, but definitely do now. He's had a great sophomore season. Oh.
And a foul.
And one.
What a strange and one it was. Ojegba gets the wrist of Lemke.
And it kind of just followed him in. Of all the shots that Kyle's missed, that was by far the most difficult and probably unexpected to go in, but that's what he gets for going hard to the basket.
Yeah, gets the lucky bounce off the glass, and it goes in.
But I was talking about Caleb Schmidt just a second ago. He's done a great job for the Panthers. Where you have Griffin, you have Adam Moore, you have Nash Schroeder, and Caleb's found himself in really good spots this year and has made the most of some shots and opportunities like we just saw in that last Pineview possession.
No good on the Findlay Subaru free throw. And 18-14 Pineview leads. 5:14 on the clock. Missed shot by Schroeder. And the Flyers go deep down.
Wow, what a pass. What a catch by Logan Whitehour. Jordan Roberts is out here looking like a quarterback.
He says, move aside, Adam Moore. I'm the quarterback today.
He's dropped a couple right over the defenders. Great catch by Logan Whitehour with an even better finish.
Shepard, he'll take the three. Had an open lane to it, tipped out by Condi into the hands of Schroeder. And they'll get a fresh shot clock. Panthers are not afraid to shoot that three tonight. And Flyers take the ball off of the turnover. Forsey blocked by Shepard.
Block at the rim by Griffin Shepard. And then a dunk. But man, that's impressive. That's one, we had a great view of that. That's one of the best blocks you'll ever see from a high school athlete, meeting someone else at the rim and erasing it.
Shepard will drive it in after the block. No good there. And Roberts on the drive inside the way and stolen. And the foul against Forsey.
Yeah, which, if I'm Coach Robert, that's not a terrible foul by Tyson Forsey to slow down the Pineview attack back the other way.
We got ourselves a tied ball game, 18-18 on the clock. And with 4 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Schroeder brings it across the timeline and over to Shepard. Shepard dribbles it to the left side, hands off to Moore. Moore takes it back up top. Goes back to Shepard on the left, gets it down low to Cam Smith. Smith goes up against Lemke and decides to kick it back out. Shepard for the three.
And he loves that spot. All three of his threes have been from that kind of left slot position just off the top. And Griff is very comfortable shooting that ball.
Looking to get it down low to Lemke and does. The mismatch. Cam Smith, he's a big body in the room.
Great feed right there by Brecken Robinson. Great seal by Kyle Lemke, knowing he's got the height advantage on Cam Smith.
Nash Schroeder taking the ball over to the right side, looking for the pick from Smith. Goes into the middle with it, kicks back to the left. Moore with the three, no good. Smith with the rebound. He goes back up strong with it. He's blocked away by Lemke.
Yeah, and if you're Cam, great job. Keep going at him. I guarantee Pineview has said, go at Kyle. Let's get him in foul trouble. And so far, they've done a great job. And so far, Kyle's done a great job of going straight up and blocking some shots.
Ball inbounded to Ojegba in the corner. He goes back up top with it over to Schmidt. And into the hands now of Schroeder. Schroeder will drive in and bring it right back out to the left side. Schmidt will take the deep three. No one around him. It's off the side. And the Flyers now in transition. Robinson wide open three. That one rattles her in, no good. Offensive rebound by the Flyers. They'll reset. Robinson now on the drive off the glass, good for two.
Great job by Damon Myers to keep that possession alive. He's done that continually this season. And now Brecken, gets a layup to fall. I still don't think Dixie's hit a three-pointer in this game yet, but we know they have some guys that can definitely shoot it at a high clip.
Ojegba up top. Gets it to Shepard, now Schroeder. Schroeder on the drive. He's fouled before the shot.
Before the shot, yeah.
22-21. This is the Flyers' first lead of the game as well. Well, except for the first 2 points of the game. This is now their first lead since the first minute of the ball game.
Yeah, and it kind of has a feeling already, Caden, is one of those games that is going to come down to the last possession. Obviously, a lot of basketball still to be played, but it just has the building of one of those games that's going to come down to the last possession.
Shepard gets it to Condi. Condi goes up strong with it. No good. Rebounded by Lemke. Outlets to Roberts. Roberts on the drive. Dumps it off to Robinson. Takes the baseline. And a foul is called. It goes against Schmidt.
Really Schmidt, yeah, trying to guard Brecken Robinson on that drive right there.
Roberts will inbound here for the Flyers. He gets it into Robinson. Robinson drives it in through the middle, has lane to the basket, an easy bucket.
Good job by Brecken. That's an area, you know, as you look at his career, I think that's something he's really improved on. You know, before we used to scout him as a shooter, right? And now he does a great job of just taking what the defense gives him. Has scored most of his points driving the ball tonight.
Another foul is called. A lot of whistles here this evening.
Yeah, I think that's the second quick one on Jordan Roberts.
We're not quite to that 5-foul mark. Well, they'll be shooting some free throws, but we are close. 4 fouls against 2. The shot is away, no good. Nearly rebounded by Shepard. He just couldn't hold on to it. The ball kind of got under his legs, and it goes into the hands of the Flyers. No-look pass from Roberts to Lemke.
A great finish by Kyle. Great pass by Jordan. And great job by Damon Myers getting on the floor to snatch that defensive rebound away from Griffin Shepard.
Ojegba with the ball up top. 16 on the... Now Shepard, he'll spin against Lemke, puts up the shot, and it's good from 12 feet out.
And that's textbook Griffin Shepard right there. So hard to guard. I've seen that move so many times, and he just continually goes to it, and it works just about every time.
And another blocked shot, a dealer collision blocked shot.
I believe that was Jelani Ojegba.
It was Ojegba. And now the Panthers with 25 seconds on the clock. About a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock here in the first half. 13 left on the shot.
Little zone defense here from the Flyers.
The 7 on the shot clock. Here comes Shepard. Shepard kicks it back out to Ojegba. He drives in. He's blocked by Lemke. Ball on the ground. Nearly a shot clock violation, but the Flyers have control of it. Shot is away. No good at the buzzer. What a first half of basketball. A fast first half, not a single timeout taken.
No, it feels like that was about 5 minutes. I mean, we're probably less than a half. I don't know if it started on time, but that was a very quick first half of basketball. Maybe both coaches realizing they better save some timeouts for the waning possessions of the game.
Well, this game, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a dogfight down to the end at 26-23 right now with the Flyers on top. A good second quarter there from Dixie, where they came into the quarter down and finish on top. So great quarter there by the Flyers. And that leads us into our Rally Stop halftime show already. Already getting into it, to the Rally Stop halftime show. We're going to step aside. We'll take a break here on the Fan Sports Network inside of your Boulevard Home Game of the Week, a 3-minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bride Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant redledges.com.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Hey, it's Caden Formaster.
And Mark Musgrave, the voice you know with the Fan Sports Network.
Check out our local sports radio show From the Bleachers live every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m.
Listen to us on the radio on 99.5 or 95.3 FM.
You can also listen through the Fan Sports Network app or watch the show live on the Fan Sports Network YouTube page.
The Fan Sports Network is your home of Utah Tech Trailblazers, high school sports, and the pros.
The Fan Sports Network, Southern Utah's home for local sports. First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Welcome into the Rally Stop halftime show. Rally Stop swinging in after the game. Refuel on your gas, on your snacks and drinks. No better place to refuel than Rally Stop. Now, we are, I would assume, the first game to get into halftime. We haven't had those Nets on Fire scoring updates coming in yet since, again, we moved into this to halftime pretty quick.
Yeah, very few free throws. Like you mentioned, no timeouts. So, yeah, hopefully we get some updates as we get back into action here in the second half.
Yeah, and I do know that Crimson Cliffs got off to a hot start over Desert Hills. A quick 10-0 start to get things rolling over there. So we'll keep our eyes and ears on those games, and we'll bring you those updates as they come. But halftime here, 26-23, where Dixie leads over the Panthers. A good second quarter there by the Flyers. Some good adjustments made, especially on the defensive side there by Dixie.
Yeah, and I expect both coaches are doing the same thing right now in the locker room. You know, Pineview got off to a great start, especially shooting the ball and hitting from deep, and have to be happy in the situation they're in. Probably could have scored, you know, a little bit better in the second quarter, but we all knew they weren't going to shoot it like that all night. And, you know, they had some good opportunities to make some shots there, and they just didn't connect. And I think if I'm Coach Roberts in the Flyer locker room, I'm kind of just like, guys, come on, right? A little sloppy, had some turnovers, didn't finish great at the rim, blew some defensive assignments, right? And I guarantee Coach Roberts is challenging his guys to get back to playing their normal style of basketball. And I guarantee Coach Amico is encouraging his guys to come out and start the third quarter just like they did the game. And that's one thing you'd never want to see, right, is you don't want to come out, with the being down 3 and have it balloon to 10 or 12 in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. So it's going to be key for Pineview to come out and try to take the lead back as quick as they can and have a good first 4 minutes of this third quarter.
And with that said, I mean, you're exactly right on what these teams need to be doing. I kind of want to look back real quick. Let's do it. Let's look back at our Team D Auto Sales keys to the game. One of those was for Dixie, limit Nash and Griffin. Well, Griffin's been making a lot of threes. Nash, sure, he's been a little limited. Griffin, not so much. He's hit some big shots.
Yeah, he has, and he missed a couple. But I definitely think for Dixie, it's still, hey, make someone else hurt us. Caleb Schmidt has hit a bucket. Adam Moore has shot a few that you expect him to connect, but the majority of the scoring is going to be Nash and Griffin. So the more that Dixie can limit them, the better. And then I think as you look at those, Dixie's going to keep playing through Kyle. He kind of got into a little bit of rhythm and finished a little bit better in that second quarter, and then had some great opportunities in transition offense with, Jordan Roberts throwing those long passes, and I guarantee they want to keep doing that. And Pineview's got to stop Kyle. They got to limit the runs, especially right now to start the third quarter, and then keep running quality offense. They're getting really, really good shots. If I'm Coach Amico, I'm not going to anybody and saying, hey, don't take that shot, don't take this shot. They've had really good opportunities, really good shots. They're sharing the ball well. There's lots of good ball movement. So I'm just going to have them keep doing what they're doing, and hopefully we connect on a few more of those shots.
And again, the score right now up on the scoreboard, the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 23-26. Dixie leads this one as the team's coming back out from half. And we want to remind you again to stop by Rally Stop, our halftime sponsor for the evening and for the game tonight. No better place to refuel than Rally Stop. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we return, it's back into the action here on the Boulevard Home Game of the Week on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Guest Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Finishing up halftime here from the pit. Pineview High School Panthers need to make a small comeback, 23-26. To get things a little bit closer there to Dixie. Again, 3 points. That's not bad. You'll take that all day long. Pretty good game so far through the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I'm excited to see, how these teams come out. If anything changes, if matchups change at all. If we're playing a different defense, what plays we're running. I think it's going to be Pineview's ball to start the game. So let's see what Coach Amico has drawn up here to hopefully get a quick and early bucket here in the third quarter.
They put 8 minutes on the clock. Here we go, and the Panthers will start with possession of the ball. And Schroeder will bring it up for the Panthers.
Remember, Nash was limited with foul trouble that first half. Did a good job of not picking up his third, but going to be interesting to see if he can get back into rhythm here in the third quarter.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Schroeder still with the ball up top. Drives it in with the right hand, backs it right back out. Nowhere to go with it, kicks it out some more. Back to Schroeder. He drives in, down low, Condi. He has to go up with it. No good, blocked away by Lemke.
I think that's another block, and that's probably got to be Kyle's 4th or 5th block of the game. Done a really good job protecting the rim.
Panthers get it back after a quick turnover. Schroeder loses a handle on it. Condi saves him, and a foul against Nash.
That's a tough one. Great hands right there by Damon Myers, and then they got Nash kind of just bumping Damon as the loose ball was there. That's a tough call right there.
Tough call indeed.
But Brian Abbott's been at it for a long time, so we'll trust him.
And here come the Flyers on the opposite side. Shot goes up, no good by Logan Whitehour, but back
Damon
in.
Myers on the putback. He's had an impact on this game with loose balls, rebounding, putbacks like that. Not necessarily the flashiest things, but he just does the dirty work and makes big plays for the Flyers.
Ojegba over to Schmidt. Schmidt hands it off to Shepard. He'll take the three. He's been filling it earlier. No good this time. Rebounded by Myers. And now Roberts in control of it for the Flyers. Robinson gets it down low to Lemke. Back out to Robinson. He'll take the three. An open look. It's good.
There it is. And I believe that's a first three for the Flyers. Great inside out right there by Kyle Lemke and Brecken Robinson. And smart move by Coach Amico there to take a timeout.
Our first UD Associates timeout of the game. We'll keep it right here. And as a reminder, with the timeout, talk to Luke Udy at UD Associates for great service and rates on home, auto, life insurance. Give them a call, 435-251-9102 for your free quote and see how much you can save.
And this is kind of danger time, for the Panthers. Dixie has always been a team, like we mentioned in the opening, limiting runs. So right here they open, the third quarter on a 5-0 run. You don't want this to go to 12 or 15 points, right? Hopefully we get a good set right here, get a wide open shot, maybe get to the free throw line, kind of stop the bleeding a little bit, and keep this in single digits and kind of just chip away over the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Panthers get the ball coming out of the timeout. And again, a good timeout. There's no score there by the Panthers at all here through the first few minutes of the third. Ball goes into the hands of Shepard. He spins, gets it all the way to the basket. What a play.
Finish. He has to have the best spin move in the state, maybe even the nation. That spin move is deadly.
It's quick. Myers hands it off to Lemke up top. He goes over to Roberts. Roberts swings it to Robinson, down low to Lemke. Back out to Roberts. Inside again to Lemke. Goes up against Condi. No good. Condi, one of the bigger defensive forces that Lemke has to face here in Region 9.
Condi affected that one. Kyle maybe bobbled it on the way up, but good defensive stop by the Panthers.
Ojegba over to Condi on the right side. Back up top is Ojegba. And off to Schmidt. Schroeder, the leading scorer for the Panthers, on the bench. Again, now 3 fouls. Ojegba with the lane on the baseline, and Robinson gets in his way. He puts up a shot, no good. Gets an offensive rebound and is fouled. Check out that earlier spin move.
Yeah,
and in.
And not only
split
defense,
play.
had Kyle right on his back. Great job by Jelani on the last possession to clean up the offensive glass and get to the free throw line.
Makes it 26-31 now. Panthers have to chip away at that lead that was gained so early here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how valuable that timeout was by Coach Amico to kind of settle his guys down.
And the lucky bounce.
Yeah, now it's it goes from an 8-point lead to a 4-point lead. That's what you love to see as a coach coming out of a timeout, to see your team respond the way that you want them to.
Roberts. Behind the back pass blocked, and an offensive foul. A little bit of everything there, all in favor of the Panthers.
Yeah, great job on the rotation by Jelani Ojegba to slide over and take the charge there. Brave man to step in front of Kyle Lemke. But Jelani's had some key plays for the Panthers here in this game.
Quick Nets on Fire update. Snow Canyon up 32 over Cedar. Cedar is 23 to Snow Canyon's 32 at the half. Shepard blocked by Lemke again. Another dealer collision blocked by Kyle Lemke. And there's a foul on the other end.
Yeah, it looked like Brecken Robinson with a great feed from Jordan Roberts, fouled by Jelani Ojegba.
Ojegba got up there too.
He is athletic. I mean, obviously Jermaine, his father works up at Nets on Fire. Jelani, spends a ton of time up there. And all of a sudden he went from not dunking at all to throwing down windmills and 360s. And he is very, very athletic. So, you know, to see him go up and contest a shot like that, he's going to get a few of those. And at some point, whether it's this year or the next few years, we're going to see some highlight dunks by Jelani.
And he's still young. He's a big,
sophomore, yeah.
The part of this core for the Panthers is quite a young core. You know, Schmidt, a sophomore. Jelani is a sophomore. And I know you got a few seniors that are leading the way as well, but definitely a good young crew that's coming up through the ranks. Up top now with it is Jelani, picked up by Myers.
Looks like the Panthers are trying to get Griff posted up, maybe a little high-low action with Condi.
Looking to get it down low, just threw it right into the hands.
Yeah, got to be a better pass there. I like the idea, though.
And Roberts quickly on the other side. You know, he's leading the state in assists right now, but there are times like that where you think he's going to pass it because that's just what he's so good at. But he just takes it himself, takes it all the way to the rim.
Yeah, and if you look at his stat sheet, there's been games where he's gone for 20, 22, 24 points. He's very smart that way. He knows when his team needs him to be a little more assertive on the offensive end.
And Ojegba, there he is on the putback.
Yeah.
Not quite the dunk. I think he wanted it.
He probably could have, though. He looked like he was above the rim, but great job crashing the glass by Jelani.
Over to the left side is Roberts. Roberts will drive it in.
There he is.
Floats it in.
Right.
Right on cue. We talked about it. He can score at will.
That's so crafty in the paint. You know, he's obviously an amazing ball handler, but has a variety of finishes, able to spin it off the glass, use both hands. Makes him very hard to guard in the paint.
Ball on the far side going into Shepard. Shepard gets the open shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Condi. He gets the putback to go.
Good job by Trevor right there. Just Panthers have done a great job on the offensive glass. They've created some extra opportunities and possessions, scored a few extra buckets by being good on the offensive glass.
An easy bucket down low by Kyle Lemke, and another timeout is taken. 39-31. Dixie leads here in the third quarter. We're going to step aside, take a quick 30-second break ourselves, and we'll be back with the Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
(39-31) is the score here with 2:49 left to go here in the third quarter. Another Nets on Fire update. Half over at Crimson Cliffs. Crimson leads over Desert Hills 34-29.
Another tight one over there, which we expected that to be a dogfight as well. Nash Schroeder back in the game for the Panthers.
Facing 3 fouls and a block shot by Lemke. Smart play by Shepard, tips it into the hands of Moore, and the Panthers will reset with 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, it's good to get Nash back in the game. Hopefully he doesn't pick up another one. Maybe Pineview goes to a little bit of zone to maybe try to keep him out of foul trouble, because they need him to do exactly that. They need another scoring option, right, besides Griffin, and Nash knocks down one of his patented pull-up jumpers.
Yep, straight from the elbow makes it 39-33. And Roberts on the drive and the kick out. Now Forsey drives it inside, and the offensive foul. Forsey kicked the ball out, but the momentum ran right into Griffin Shepard, and it will now be Pineview ball with 2 minutes left to go in the third.
Pineview does a great job of that. They just hold their ground, turn a possession on a charge. That happens probably 3 or 4 times a game minimum for the Panthers.
Don't forget to submit your Jimmy John's highlights as well. If you are at one of these ball games and you take a solid highlight, a solid video, and you want it to be seen, send it in to us at the Fan Sports Network on thefansportsnetwork.com, or use the hashtag on Instagram or Facebook. Use TheFanSN as a hashtag. And if we select your video, you can get yourself some free Jimmy John's. So
that's,
might as well, right?
Yes. That's the 4th foul on Tyson Forsey, which is huge. You know, up to this point in the season, we haven't had Dixie go very deep into that bench beyond the 6 guys. And now with a little bit of foul trouble, it may change a little bit.
Schmidt takes the 3 in the corner. It's no good. Rebounded.
Great board by Logan Whitehour right there.
And Roberts brings it up for the Flyers, finds the lane, drives it in, and a bump from Adam Moore. And a foul. It's Logan Whitehour, who has been kind of quiet on the scoring front tonight. Gets one to go there.
But definitely has the ability to turn it on. Like, I mean, I've watched games this season, and, you know, he's driving and cutting and shooting, and he definitely has the potential to be a lethal scorer.
Into the corner, Schmidt, up top, Schroeder. Cross court into the hands of Moore.
Little zone defense by the Flyers here.
They like that.
Little matchup zone where they switch everything.
Yep. Shepard will drive in and spin back on Lemke. Nowhere to go with it. It goes to kick out. Tough handle, but gets it to go. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Schroeder takes the deep 3. Not there, and Schmidt will pick up a foul as Lemke brings in the rebound.
And I think Kyle's going to be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, so it is the 5th foul, yeah.
Reached that. It's the first time tonight in the quarter we've reached that threshold, and Kyle's going to the line for 2.
Those 2 free throws could make this a 9-point ball game. That's a solid 5-point swing right there for the Flyers. I mean, this was a 4-point ball game 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, and that's, both these teams are so potent offensively. I mean, we saw Nash Schroeder score 2 buckets in a row, and then all of a sudden it's the Flyers pushing it back and scoring 2 or 3 possessions in a row.
Making one of the Findlay Subaru free throws, and now the second.
Yeah, I think 5 for 6 tonight from Kyle from the free throw line, doing a good job making free throws.
Here come the Panthers. Schroeder with 9 seconds left to go in the third. Goes up against Meyer, now against Whitehour. 3 seconds, has to drive it in. Blocked by Lemke. Big block to end the third quarter.
Somebody must have done something to Kyle at school today, because he is angry. And he's blocking that ball with some serious attitude. Like we mentioned in the quarter, that's probably his 5th or 6th, at least 6th block in the game tonight.
We're going to step aside, a quick 30-second break. When we return, 4th quarter on the Fan Sports Network and on Boulevard Home, Game of the Week.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
44-35 Dixie as we start the 4th quarter. Here in the pit, it is loud, it is electric tonight on this Friday night.
Yes, it is, and I expect this quarter, right? Obviously, it can go one of 2 ways right here. Either Pineview's going to do a good job and get this back to, you know, a 1 or 2 possession game, or Dixie's going to impose their will and try to get it up to double digits as quick as they can.
Dixie in control of it, swinging into the corner. Robinson up top to Roberts. Roberts on the drive in, stops and has to go back out to Widehour. Takes over to the left side. Meyer, now Roberts, back to Robinson. 20 on the shot clock, backing it up. And the Flyers have to reset. Widehour dumps it off to Roberts. Roberts will step back. 10 on the shot clock. Now Robinson drives in against Schroeder. Dumps it off, ball on the ground. A couple of bodies on the ground, and the whistle, jump ball, possession will go to Pineview.
Yeah, kind of a tough possession right there for the Flyers. Tell they were trying to get the ball into Kyle Lemke, but Pineview did a great job of rotating, getting that backside help so that the Flyers couldn't get that lob over the top.
Nash Schroeder brings it up. He's still holding on to those 3 fouls.
Yeah, and I think now he can breathe easy and relax a little bit. You know, not picking up that 4th one for him was huge in that 3rd quarter.
A mismatch down low with Condi right now. And Shepard goes up against it as well and gets it to go for 2.
Yeah, and Griff will take that matchup all day. If he can get Damon, you know, a little bit bigger, a little more athletic. Great job by the Panthers right there to recognize it.
A beautiful scoop underneath for 2 from Logan Widehour.
Yeah, and great cut. Great pass by Kyle Lemke. That's where Logan is really dangerous. Right there on that baseline, on that hard cut when it goes into the post.
Ball tipped away by Myers and into the hand of Roberts. Roberts on the drive, tries to go behind the back, and now it's another turnover. A whistle.
Yeah, that's one where maybe Jordan, he's always so unselfish. Maybe that's one where you just go score the layup and let Kyle follow up an offensive rebound if he happens to miss it. But, you know, it's hard to follow the guy who's trying to share the ball and get that big monster play.
37-46. Flyers on top right now over the Panthers. Schroeder controls it, gets it into Condi. Condi goes down low against Shepard, and it's a miss, rebounded by the Flyers.
Yeah, a little too strong on there, but same thing. Got a good move, going over his left shoulder to his right hand. Griff was just a little too strong with it on that one.
Roberts up against Mort, kicks it out to Myers. Myers hands off to Widehour, back to Myers. Inside now, Lemke. Kicked out Robinson, and Myers again over the left side is Widehour. He drives in against Shepard, hands off to Lemke. Lemke puts it up, and
one. The rotation maybe just a little slow. Caleb Schmidt looked like he was there. I almost thought he was going to get an offensive foul drawn on Lemke. Instead, it goes the other way, and Kyle's at the line once again to finish the 3-point play.
And no good on the free throw.
And there's Logan Widehour.
Offensive rebound. Flyers. Myers up top. Swinging it over to Robinson. Back up top, Widehour. Logan drives. And it's back up top now to Roberts. He stops and goes cross court. 3 taken Robinson, no good. Ball tipped, and they'll say it's out of bounds off of the Flyers. Panther basketball.
Huge possession right here for Pineview. We got to get something. I don't know how many free throws the Panthers have shot tonight.
Not many.
Yeah, I mean,
if any.
I'm trying to think who maybe. I think Nash maybe shot a couple.
Missed shot.
They've got to get something going offensively.
Flyers throw the ball away on the fast break.
Yeah, that's a gift right there from the Flyers. But right here, Pineview, let's do a good job getting a driving kick 3, maybe get something at the rim, get to the free throw line, score while the clock is stopped, and cut into this lead a little bit.
Schroeder will take the 3, no good off the front of the rim. Ball's tipped, out of bounds. It will stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Looked like it may have definitely gone off the hands of, I believe it's Meyer. Inbounding is Schroeder, gets it up top to Moore. 4:45 left to go in the game. 48-37 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Up top with it, Moore. Looking down low, gets it to Shepard up against Myers. He dumps it off to Condi. Condi double team, goes underneath
Good
it,
move.
goes for 2.
Yeah, good patience right there by Trevor. He did have Caleb wide open, but decided to go, pivot one more time, swing back around, and great job by Trevor right there to stop the bleeding.
Timeout taken. We'll take a quick one ourselves, 30 seconds. We'll be back right after this.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
.431 on the clock in the fourth quarter here from Pineview High School.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Pineview looks like they're having a pretty serious discussion over there. Imagine they're going to come out in some sort of pressure right here, try to speed the Flyers up, maybe get some turnovers. Well, maybe not. They proved me wrong, but with 4:30 left, down 9, you're going to have to start ramping up a little bit here defensively.
Roberts will control it for the Flyers as he brings it across half-court line. Whitehour back up top to Roberts. Looking to get it down low to Lemke, and a reach-in foul by Trevor Condi. That's going to be a tough break there. Strong defense.
Yeah, he just got caught reaching around a little bit.
Only his first foul, though, and it's still an easy inbound play.
Little sneaky play there. I don't think Pineview was ready. Yeah, I wasn't even ready. I didn't know that the ref had handed the ball. Sneaky little play right there by Brecken Robinson.
A smart play. Condi gets it down to Shepard. Shepard goes up against Whitehour, and he gets a little high five, and foul will go to line.
Right, and this is where free throws at this point in the game are so important because it allows you to talk, it allows you to set your defense, allows you to talk about what you're going to do.
Missed shot there. Well, if anything, this late in the game, too, gives you a breath of fresh air for a little bit.
Absolutely.
You can recharge some batteries.
But definitely want to convert.
Makes 1 of 2 on the Findlay Subaru free throws. An even 40 and an even 50. Dixie leads. Roberts with the ball up top. Drives in, dumps it off to Lemke, spin move, hook shot, it's good.
Great pass by Jordan, great move right there by Kyle. Get Trevor off the ground and little pirouette hook shot there.
Inside now is Condi, he'll take the shot, no good. They'll give him that open shot all day long.
Yeah, and Trevor can hit that. He's just got to not hesitate, face up, shoot it with confidence.
Roberts controls it up top. Gets it over to Lemke. Dumps it off to Logan. And tipped away, but back into the hands of the Flyers.
10 on the shot clock.
Roberts will drive in. He goes over to Lemke. He'll take the foul line jumper.
Oh!
Catches the rim on the soft shot.
Little shooter's touch there by Kyle Lemke.
Just like that, it's a 14-point lead.
Yeah, and that's... I mean, with 3 minutes left, that's a definite uphill battle. This 3 would be huge right here by Caleb Schmidt.
And
big
it's
hit,
good.
big hit.
Cache Valley Bank three-pointer.
Get it back to 11.
Roberts gets the pick from Lemke. He'll take the 3. That's no good. Looking for his own rebound.
Yeah.
Body on the floor. The ref hasn't made the call yet. Okay, it's Pineview basketball. His own miss.
Yeah.
He kind of spiked the ball into the ground trying to grab that rebound, and the official said it was off of him, but it took him a little while to make that call. Schroeder to Schmidt to Schroeder.
Yeah, play with a little urgency here. Don't have enough time to let the shot clock waste down. Got to go quick.
And again, they're playing that zone defense a little bit here. Now back into man, I guess. And the shot is away. Good by Shepard.
This is where you got to get up. You got to pressure a little bit. You got 2 minutes. You're still down 9. You got to try to force some turnovers. And you still have 3 fouls to give before you get to the bonus. There you go, Adam. That's not a bad foul, because eventually you're going to have to send him to the free throw line anyway.
Roberts inbounds to Whitehour, back to Roberts. With 1:52 left to go in the ball game. Roberts driving in, dumps it off to Lemke. Lemke goes up strong with it, it's good for 2.
Yeah, Kyle's back to his normal self after missing a couple there in the first half. He is proven to be a force in the paint for the Flyers.
Shepard, he'll drive, kick out to Moore, corner 3, it's good!
Go.
Timeout taken by Pineview with 1:32 left to go.
Yeah, and that's just the last 2 threes that Pineview's hit. They've done a great job driving, right? Allowing the defense to suck in. 1 to Caleb Schmidt, 1 to Adam Moore. Wide open shooting in the corner. Now they're going to bring some pressure, right? Just down 8 with the minute 32 is still a tall task, right? But if Dixie cooperates maybe and misses a couple free throws and, you know, Pineview can turn those into more points, we could see this game get a little bit closer here as we finish up.
Oh yeah, I mean, Pineview's hitting those corner 3s 2 in a row now, 1 from Schmidt, 1 from Moore. 56-48 with 1:32 left to go in the ball game. An 8-point lead for the Flyers. The Flyers will have the basketball to start things off here.
And you can already tell Pineview, they're kind of back, they're in the backcourt, getting ready to pick up and pressure here. Try to force a turnover.
Whitehour will inbound.
Great job right there, trapping in the corner. Tyson Forsey had to throw the long pass across. Nash did a great job anticipating it.
First one is good.
And here we go, a chance to cut it to a 2-possession game with just a minute 20, only 7 seconds went off the clock.
Makes the second. 56-50, as you mentioned, a 2-possession ball game here. Pineview will continue with that full court pressure here against the Flyers. The inbound comes right into the middle to Lemke. He gets back to Roberts. Pineview will settle back in.
If you're Dixie, get it to Jordan. Get it to Jordan, right? He's by far the guy that is the most comfortable with the ball in his hands, can release pressure.
Whitehour brings it up top. He hands off to Roberts. Roberts coming off of a screen, drives inside, gets to Lemke. He blocked
by
Jelani. Oh no, they called the foul.
Oh! Wow, what a block. I thought that was going to be a Kyle Lemke hammer dunk on the great feed by Jordan Roberts. That was a great contest by Jelani Ojegba.
And a missed free throw by Kyle Lemke. Our replay just missed it, just missed the block. And I thought it was a clean block.
Maybe got a little arm, you know.
But that is on the far side of the court from where we're standing. The official definitely had a better look at it.
Once again, we couldn't hear the whistle either, so we thought they were playing on.
That does make it a 2-possession ball game. All he needed was 1 to at least extend it to a 2-possession ball game. A timeout taken.
Yeah, and that doesn't hurt. I mean, you gave up 1 point versus 2, right? Still down 7 with a minute left. It's doable. It's doable. But a lot of things are going to have to go the Panthers' way. No possession bigger than the one right now. Whether it is a 2 or a 3, it doesn't matter. Pineview just has to score. Whether it's 3, a layup, jumper, free throw, whatever it is, they've got to put points on the board here to keep the pressure on the Flyers.
And again, 57-50 with 1:03 left to play here. Yes, it's a 3-possession game, but we just saw how quickly those things can change. Pineview made a few different plays that have swung it in their direction. Dixie makes a few plays to swing it in their direction.
Yeah, let's see what Pineview draws up here. Should be, you know, the play in your playbook that you know you can score out of.
Nash Schroeder drives it inside. He'll take the foul line jumper. No good. Rebounded by Lemke. That's a big possession there from the Flyers defensively. And now Roberts in control, going up against Moore.
Yeah,
and
it looks
Moore
like
will pick up a hand check.
Yeah,
foul.
it looks like Coach Amico was kind of emphasizing, try to get a steal, foul if you have to, because the biggest enemy you have right now is the clock.
And that's 5, so that does put Roberts now at the line. Couple free throws here, still keeps it a 3-possession ball game. Makes the first.
All right, 42 seconds, couple timeouts left, so still lots of time.
3 timeouts left for Dixie, 2 for Pineview.
2 big free throws right there by Jordan Roberts.
Schroeder brings the ball up court for the Panthers. He dumps it off to Moore. Moore to Schmidt. Schmidt drives in, looks down low. Condi stripped away by
strip.
Roberts.
That might do it right there. I mean, you still got a foul.
And Coach Amico telling him to get in there and get some hands on him. Still no foul yet, 18 seconds. And that'll just about do it as Schmidt calls the foul right there.
Yeah.
Good game, though, for the
absolutely.
Panthers. I mean, you got to give them credit. This is a tough Dixie team. Whether you're at home or on the road, doesn't matter where you face them. This is a tough Dixie team all the time.
Yeah, and I think if you're someone that's not familiar or haven't followed Pineview much this year, you maybe expected Dixie to come in and blow out the Panthers. Anyone who's familiar with the job that Coach Amico has done so far this year knew that wasn't going to happen. And they got off to a hot start. He had a great second quarter, played pretty even. Dixie pulled away a little bit in the third quarter, but great fight here in the fourth quarter to make it interesting and have it be what it is.
10 seconds left on the clock. Schroeder will take a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Flyers. And they'll just dribble it out for the win. 61-50. Your final here on the Fan Sports Network. And a great game between the 1 and 2 seeded teams in Region 9.
Yeah, great game. I mean, that's an understatement. I mean, even you look at, the 11-point game, it didn't feel like it was a double-digit game, right? But we just mentioned a great battle by both teams. And I think one of the biggest keys was Nash Schroeder getting into foul trouble in the first half. When you lose, impacts the game. You had other guys step up and hit shots like Caleb Schmidt. I thought Jelani Ojegba gave him some good minutes. And Adam Moore hit a big shot, and the Flyers just do what they do, right? Yeah. They grind out games. They don't get frazzled. They know their offense should run through Kyle Lemke. Other guys make big plays, and they walk out of here with an 11-point win.
So Dixie gets the win, 61-50. We're going to step aside for just a minute here, and when we come back, we will wrap things up with the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Welcome back in. It's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show here on the Fan Sports Network. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry with Dr. Cody. Makes kids feel right at home. And, of course, he has that new patient special. You can give him a call at 435-656-0511. Johnson Pediatrics. All right, we are here with Coach Patrick Amico. for the Pineview Panthers. Came up just short tonight in the final, being 61-50, but a hard-fought game all the way through, hitting the three early. Was that part of the game plan, some of that shooting from outside?
No, yeah, definitely. We just wanted to be us, and man, Coach Roberts and those boys, they're so good. They're so well coached, and he just got us. That zone messed us up. It got a little sticky because we didn't have Nash in, and it just got us. And this one's going to hurt because this one's, I mean, my guys were ready. They followed scout, and I just let it get too sticky, and pulling Nash for so long, that's just a dumb mistake by me, but hey, we're going to watch film, and I'll watch this thing over and over and over on the fan, thanks to you guys, and, you know, just try to learn from it. That's a great team and a great program, and man, I mean, it was 5 with a minute to go, and we're fouling, and just we just weren't able to execute late.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, you know, Nash getting into some foul trouble there early was definitely tough. Had to put him on the bench for a little bit just to keep him safe out there. That obviously wasn't part of the game plan,
No.
but, you know, some guys coming off the bench that helped out a lot. You know, Jaylani came in and made some big plays. We were talking about it here up in the broadcast booth that, hey, he's got some hops on him, and he just a little bit extra finesse that he'll grow into as he gets older, and he's right there. He's right there with being one of the big guys in the region.
Absolutely, and we've got a couple of sophomores that are really exciting with him, and Caleb started every game this year, and yeah, Nash getting in foul trouble early isn't the plan, but we talk about it all. Like, there's no point. Coach Winters will tell you, like, never flag at the ball, never go back there. The refs are always going to call it on you if it's even semi-close, and I took my frustration out, sadly, on official because I was so mad. Like, just get back. That's what they do, is run. But, again, we talked about their transition and tried to get in front of J-Rob, and that's on me, and we'll learn from it, and we'll get better next time.
You got next time as well. Like you say, you will be facing them at Dixie, of course, in the future. But final thoughts on this game. Again, it was a hard-fought one. Kind of came down to just the last little bit. You had a 2-possession ball game there with about 40 seconds left. So it really came down to the wire. Yeah, no, I believe in these guys 100%. I know they can do it. And early on, it was like, hey, if we get Dixie one time at UVU, that's it, right? And as we got going, especially along the 7-game winning streak, I felt like we can play and beat anybody. But that's a great team. Coach Roberts, he does it the right way. He's got a great program, and it's what we're trying to build here at Pineview. Like, look at this gym. This gym hasn't looked like this in a long time. So love the students, the band, the cheerleaders. They were all out here supporting, and appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I mean, that Region 9 segment with Coach and Coach Lindquist the other day was awesome to listen to, and what you do at Canyon is second to none. So thank you guys. Absolutely, we love doing it. Thank you, Coach. Again, that was Coach Amico for the Pineview Panthers coming over to join us on the broadcast there in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. We'll welcome back Casey Winters back into the broadcast here as we are wrapping it up here. Let's talk about our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. There were so many to choose from blocks to dunks, spin moves. I mean, you name it. I don't even know what we go with, but some thoughts on those.
My initial thought is that dunk we had by Kyle Lemke kind of over Trevor Condi there in the first half. You know, Kyle had been off to a rough start up to that point, and then, he had that hammer dunk and never looked back after that.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. That was a solid move, solid dunk, and, of course, a House of Jump dunk. Got to thank them as one of our great sponsors. Let's talk about, again, our Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. There were so many blocks and things to choose from. I don't even know where to begin with that because there were just so many. I think one of them had to have been that Griffin Shepard block, one that you said maybe was one of the best blocks you've seen all year. Yeah,
I would definitely agree with that. I mean, I can't remember if it was.
I think it was second quarter.
Yeah, and I don't remember who the Dixie player was that was going, who probably thought they had a wide open layup, and then all of a sudden Griffin Shepard comes in above the rim and he erased it. So I'm 100% on board with that one.
And talking about our Hershey's Hardware player of the game, to me, it's so hard not to go with someone like Kyle Lemke just because he gets it done in so many aspects of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kyle had a great second half. Obviously, we're always looking at what he does offensively, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the final total was, but I think he probably had at least six block shots. So he did a great job on the defensive end. And I think obviously you have to recognize the guys that make him so successful, right? The Brecken Robinsons, the Damon Myers, the Jordan Roberts especially, that make it really easy for Kyle just to catch and score.
Yeah.
But you know, Kyle was a force on both ends tonight and very deserving of player of the game.
Absolutely. And that will wrap things up for us over here at Pineview High School. I want to thank all of those that watched the game tonight, and thank all of our great sponsors as well for being a part of the broadcast. And we will be bringing you more basketball next week, Wednesday. We'll be seeing this Dixie team again for Dixie Snow Canyon. So make sure to tune into that here on the Fan Sports Network. And since we're leaving this one early, just as a reminder, great game going on across town between Desert Hills and Crimson Cliffs. Tied ball game, 46 apiece. So we'll let you go so you guys can go watch the final of that one as it's coming down the wire with
it looks like
6:45 or so left in the
Desert
Hills
fourth. Just took a lead on a Eli Allred jumper. So yeah, we might be able to catch the end of it.
Let's go watch another game. From all of us over here, I want to thank Sky running the camera, and on the radio side, we've got CC Connor back in the studio. He's fantastic as well. And from Casey and myself, thank you for joining